Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven, accompanied by Queen Taylor, and recently we had done The Living Years with Mike and the Mechanics, from Mike and the Mechanics. And a lot of people in that video, in our comment section, requested that we check out the Righteous Brothers' Unchained Melody. So I've heard the name Unchained Melody, like Angelina Jordan did that one, but unfortunately we're not going to react to Angelina Jordan videos. But I've seen other people doing Unchained Melody, so I'm wondering if the Righteous Brothers were the original creators of this song. It says that this is live from 1965, which, wow, you guys.
We're going back a bit.
We're going back a bit. We're only in our 30s. I was born in the early 90s, so...
Yeah, 65 is before my mom was born even.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. So, no, I've never heard of the Righteous Brothers. Sick name, though.
I've heard of the Righteous Brothers. I don't know that I know this song, though. The song name does not sound familiar.
So, I've just seen other reactors doing Unchained Melody by Angelina Jordan. That's the only thing I recognize it from. So anyways, if I sound a little nasally, it's because I'm a little under the weather, but we're going to power through. And, you know, for all the people that requested this from the Mike and the Mechanics, that's how we get our videos, through your recommendations. So thank you guys so much. And now let's get on with the video.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Righteous Brothers. You know, I know you've been asked this maybe 1,000 times, but I've got to ask it. How did you get the name Righteous Brothers?
Well, in the beginning, when we started singing together, we thought of using a combination of Hatfield and Medley, and
Oh, that's the two
I'm
names.
Hatfield, that's Medley, the skinny one. And all we came up was, well, we had the Hatleys and the Medfields, and that didn't.
And Bob and Bill really didn't knock a lot of people out.
Listen how deep his voice is.
So we worked in a club down south, and after our first show, some guy stood up and yelled out, "That's Righteous, brother." And we've been known as that ever since.
Hey, well, that's wonderful. You know, my brothers and I, when we first started singing together, we needed a name, and a fella in the audience yelled out at us, but we couldn't use it. I mean, the Get Lost Brothers?
The Get Lost Brothers? Hey, so real quick, you guys, who's the guy in pink? The commentary, the announcer.
I feel like those all look really pink. His is definitely darker pink.
Here, I'm going to put on the subtitles for us so that we can catch all the lyrics if they come out real good. So let's go.
You know what? I was going to say, why didn't you do something else, another song, but the one I really would like to hear you do is Unchained Melody. Great song. Why don't you do it?
I'd do that one by myself, you know.
How come?
I didn't think it was going to be a hit.
What do you usually do when he's singing?
Find a little corner and kick myself a lot.
Come on, I'll show you the corner I use whenever I hear Tony Bennett sing San Francisco.
He really does it by himself?
I guess so.
Oh.
I have heard this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I have heard this.
Yeah.
We have heard. And everybody in the comments, erase your comments. I know it's
Delete that
happening.
mean comment.
I can't believe you've never heard of Unchained Melody. We have.
Yeah. Didn't know the song name.
I just couldn't recall or put the two together because this is a classic that's been in movies. I mean, just recently, I'm pretty sure it was in the Fallout series.
Yeah, it might have been.
Or a TV show on Amazon. So I'm pretty sure we have. I definitely have heard this. I'd never, you know, it's like one of those things you just hear in passing. You don't really like.
Yeah, I would have been able to tell you A, who sang it, or B, the song name, which I'm terrible at anyway. Even artists that I love, I could not name their songs. Like, I could be obsessed that I could listen to them every single day. I can't name their songs. I can't name their albums. That's not my forte.
But like post-apocalyptic, you know, when I hear this, I think of like Fallout. Fallout is like the perfect post-apocalyptic, you know, like that old-timey kind of steampunk feel.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's not the intention of the song, but it's just the way that it's applied to, you know, from when I was hearing it. You know, I think I've heard it more in like movie trailers and stuff than I've actually sat and watched the real thing, you know?
Yeah, definitely a first watching it.
This is pretty cool, you guys. Let's get back to it. Oh, you know it enough to sing it.
Not like every single word, but yeah. This is such a timeless song. Best part.
I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea. Lonely riverside, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your lonely time. And time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you?
So I just wanted to. So it says that the picture and sound was restored. So I almost paused it so that I could like gush about how pure the vocals sound.
Yeah.
Like how unfiltered, how, you know, because we all know this, like music today, the FCC just added all these loudness standards. And so there's a lot of compression on today's music, and there's a lot of like pitch correction with auto tune. And actually, I had a conversation with somebody in the Mike and Mechanics video about this particular subject. And I even think, because we were talking about Mike and the Mechanics, which was back in the 80s, which was like the time where they were starting to incorporate those kind of stuff, like the 808s, the synthesizers, the EQ and compression. Like that was heavy back in the 80s, whether you like it or not. It's true. 1965 though probably didn't have any of that. But they did build like some of the best like capsules in microphones, and we still use them today. So I feel as though like what I'm hearing when they say sound restored probably means like, yeah, they probably picked up the levels, so that you could hear it nicely. But damn, does this sound warm and full, his voice.
Yeah, I would agree
Like
with that.
unfiltered, no EQ, no pitch correction, just him and the mic, and you can hear the reverberation when he moves his head and when he gets up on the mic from the proximity effect. It just sounds so deep.
It's very crisp and
It is almost sensual.
yeah.
From like an audio nerd, like I really get into this stuff. It's very nice, and I'm glad that we're watching this.
Yeah.
I got more to say, but we'll keep it on the end of the video. So you guys, let's enjoy.
Still more. I really need your love. Godspeed your love to me.
That's really freaking cool. Let's see if there's any more.
That clapping is loud.
Yeah, that is.
Beautiful.
All right, baby. Righteous Brother, Unchained Melody, live 1965. What did you think?
I loved it. Definitely heard the song. Obviously, never heard it live, never watched it, definitely. I think it's interesting that it was just the one guy that sang it. I kind of feel like I was cheated a little bit.
Oh, you wanted the full Righteous Brother experience?
I did. Righteous Brother is not Righteous Brother, but he's got a beautiful voice. It's really good. I didn't know going into this that this was the song, obviously. But after it started, I was like, okay, one, I definitely know this. And then as it played a little bit more, I've definitely, like when I was working at nursing homes, I've definitely danced with some of my residents to this song before. So I don't know what moment it was, kind of towards the beginning. It was like a certain thing that he said that it just like clicked back with me. And I was like, oh.
I think for me, it was literally the melody of the song.
Yeah,
I think it was like right off the bat as they started playing, it clicked. I was like, I've heard this.
Yeah.
I don't know it enough to sing along to it. Like, don't get me wrong. For me, my experience with this song was more in passing. I've definitely never seen them in real life. Like, this is the first time now I know that dude and I know that guy, right?
Bill and Bob.
Bill and Bob.
Hey, I've seen this one. This is a classic.
It was just really cool. Like one of those things where I feel like it's important to like, you hear these iconic things. And like for me, for example, you hear these iconic things, but you don't know where it originated from.
Yeah.
So I think it's super awesome for us to have that recognition and then see the source, like see where it came from. And it's kind of important for music preservation, I think, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think about there's probably a tremendous amount of bands that were out in the 60s, 50s, 40s. I'll never know about. I can't even name you. I can name you maybe 5, like the Rat Pack, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, like the big ones, you know. But that's as far as I go. And the big band sound, like that big band sound that like resonates with that time period is so fun and classic. And it's so different from today's music that it's almost exotic, and that's wild to say, right?
It's really enjoyable though. Like I love, I said in the Mike and the Mechanics, like 70s and 80s music isn't really my thing, but like 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, even 60s, I really enjoy. Like that's stuff that I can listen to. Granted, like I don't listen to it regularly, but it's something that I could listen to like on my own time and be like, okay, this is just feel good stuff. Like you said, it's very classic. It always makes me wish like I lived in that time period, because I just like, I want to listen to this live. Like they were like live at the show. I want to listen to this live. I want to go like out for a typical date to get an ice cream sundae or go dancing, even though like I can't dance, but like just it makes you want to live in that period so bad, because it's just
magical.
Yeah.
It's magical even from us looking in, so many years in the future, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. And I think it's important that we do these, especially for our kids to be able to come back to our channel when we're dead and watch because they're not going to do it while we're alive, you guys. They're going to wait until they're older, and then they'll reminisce about us, and then they'll watch our channel. But not now. It's too cringe. But, for them to kind of see, I really like, it's my fear, and it's already happening. Like Linkin Park was already on, that's what I call dad's music.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? You guys? And so was Sum 41 and Blink-182. Like, I'm not just picking on Linkin Park here, but like, that's how the next generations are starting to see my music even.
We've reached that age.
We have reached that. And I feel that way about certain 80s music. And I'm pretty sure, like, there's some people that probably thought that, the Righteous Brothers in the 80s were kind of like oldies music, classics. And then it's just going to get to a point where it's lost in time. Like Kate Bush, for instance, never heard of Kate Bush, and Stranger Things brought her into existence for us. Like it shouldn't take Stranger Things. You know what I mean?
A Netflix show for an artist who had multiple songs out.
Yeah.
For us to be like, oh.
But anyways, you guys, I think I rambled a lot, but I think that this is an important topic to talk about. And I think, this video came out. There's millions of YouTube videos being posted today. And what happens is it starts pushing that original video down into the depths. So reaction channels bring old videos like this back into the algorithm, back into the forefront for people to watch. And
Like, hey, I'm still here.
Hey, I'm still here.
I'm not dead.
And that really concerns me about some things. But anyways, let me know about that discussion down in the comments, which, by the way, if you guys were wondering about our mic, we have a boom mic. We're using the Sennheiser MK50 for those that are curious. No mics in the shot for my audio friends out
Okay,
there.
backing it up though, what discussion do you want to know about in the comments?
Oh, about like music preservation.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you guys think about
Because you'd
that?
lost me even, and I didn't know what you were talking about. So
Oh, sorry. Music preservation. What do you guys think
Ping.
about this? Listening to old things, capturing the originals and seeing where it derived from or came from. I think that's really cool. We've heard of Unchained Melody. Where did it start? I don't know. I'm just in a weird mood right now. I'm in a weird mood, you guys. But anyways, that's our time. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.